Hey guys, today I decided since I don't really have anything to do and I don't have to do beautician school or my GED, I would talk to you about how everything kind of began in my life. Ignore the cute little kitty. Anyways, I was probably about this age, which I was 5 or 6 when it happened. I had a really close little friend that I used to always trade Barbie dolls with. It's kind of weird to look back and think about how I knew her, since now she's, as you probably guessed, gone. Um, but yeah, we used to just sit around my house and play with Barbies, and we would trade them and everything. Darn cat. One of the days when I was in school, because I was probably 6 and she was probably just turning 6, and around here I started school really late due to the fact I guess they didn't think I was ready, which I guess perhaps I wasn't. I don't know. Anyways, I had heard that she had ran across the street to catch her dog who was running off the leash, because here we used to always see kids walking pets and things like that because we live in a really close neighborhood where everyone watches each other. Now it's not really like that due to we have like Cabela's going up right across the street from us and things like that, which is quite insane. But yeah, she had ran across the street to go catch her dog, but she had been hit by a car. And one day I will maybe take you towards that area because there is a little cross next to the Burger King that I live near that shows where her last place has been. During that time, I was really little and I didn't really understand the concept that, oh, she had passed away, she's gone, she's not coming back. She was pretty much my little best friend at that time. As the years went on, I was probably about 7 when I was asleep in my bedroom, which this has always kind of been my bedroom. I remember waking up to hear little footsteps and like somebody knocking on my door. At that time, I slept with my door shut due to we have very many animals and I do not really like the dogs being in here because they kind of mess up everything. I had opened the door and there was literally nothing there besides footprints on the ground to where you would think like I have hardwood and I had carpet at that time, but if you stand on carpet for so long, it gets the prints of your feet on the carpet. So when I had opened the door, the prints were sitting right there in front of me, and they were probably about, for a 6-year-old, probably like their feet were probably about like that or so. And it literally had creeped me out. But, at that same time, I was kind of glad that I didn't see it, because I was so little, um, but of course I did begin to see her then. As things happened on and on, I would have toys being thrown off my shelves, dolls would move on their own to different places. I had a teddy bear which is somewhere up above me that would always be on the floor right in the middle of it when I got home from school, which would be really scary for me, but I would never actually tell my parents, due to the fact my parents were always kind of critics about things until recently, where my dad has been starting to see things and hear things as well. From my family, everyone I know has seen something, but my older brother, he's around 21, he's the level head of the family. I think he might be afraid of it, but I don't know if he's actually seen or heard or talked to anything, but he won't really mention it. I think it's out of his comfort zone, and I'm not going to go and interview him because of that, because I don't want to like invade his bubble, and I don't want him to feel uncomfortable about anything that has happened in this house before. But I know later on I should be able to ask my father about things and my mother, because my mother sees things too. But going back to the story of the little girl, I honestly do not remember her name because I was so little, but I feel obliged to go and find it now because she was my best friend and I don't remember her name, and maybe that would put her at peace, or maybe she just likes to, play around with me. I learned that leaving something on the floor for her to play with would actually allow her to do something when I wasn't here, because as of recently, I spend the night at one of my really close friends' house. I will also link his channel below. He does Let's Plays, and they're really cool, and it'd be really cool if you guys would check it out. But apparently, I guess she gets really antsy when I'm not around, because my dad always told me when I came home that, oh, she pulled your mother's hair, and I think she was looking for you, but you weren't here, and etc., etc. And it's kind of like, oh, I feel bad, because, she's a ghost, but she still needs somebody to listen, hear, and see her, because I think she's afraid to cross over, or she doesn't feel like there is a reason to cross over yet. I will honestly keep you updated about all this story stuff with the ghost and all that, and I will try and go find her name and everything like that. At this point in time, though, due to my beautician school and my GED, I've been really stressed out, and I haven't been really seeing as much as I used to due to this point, but I still hear things all the time. But I think at this time I actually, I tend to try to ignore the fact that I can see things, and I'll just be like, oh, it's there, but I won't, function that it's there, because I have other things to worry about. Of course, people have been asking me what good and bad spirits are, which that will be in a whole different video by itself, because it's hard to explain the entire thing on this one video. I think that's pretty much about it for the beginning of what started it, besides the fact I never told you what actually happened to make me see things, besides my best friend's death. When I was really little, I was kind of always playing with the boys and things like that. And we would go to a schoolyard that's really close to my house, and we would play with wiffle balls and real metal bats. Now, as a little girl, I was 6, and my brother was probably like 9 or 10. It's kind of an embarrassing story, because you look back and you're like, why did I do that? But I accidentally got in front of my brother when he was swinging the bat, and it literally hit me straight in the face. And I was at the doctor's for a while. Yeah, but it was one of those moments of, I guess, when you're close to near-death experiences, sometimes it opens your eyes to seeing things and that. And I know critics say, you see things because you want to see them, which my reaction is always, if I wanted to see something, why would I want to see like a creepy old man compared to like Johnny Depp with puppies? Kind of doesn't make sense, does it? But I guess for now, that's all I really have to say in this video, because I will be starting to make more videos on. And I have been recording my room and that, and I have to go over all of that stuff. So, as of now, I think that's about it. Don't you think, Cuddles? She said yeah. So, guys, I will see you next time. And by then, hopefully, I will have some footage or something, and I will help you guys out with the good and the bad and the evil. Bye.